Good morning, Quadcopter 101, and what I got for you today is a review of the new Dowellin DWI D1. It comes in this nice carrying case, pocket carrying case that you can take with you and fly your little drone. But let's open it up and see what we got inside here. You know, opening up the zipper case, we pop the top, and we see on the top we have a nice little compartment for storing its controller and its charging cable and spare props and instructions. And let me take out the controller since we're going to be needing it here shortly. And additionally, we have in the bottom part of the case is where you store the quadcopter. Now let's look at this little quadcopter. Its propellers are very well protected by this ring. Okay, it encircles the quadcopter entirely. It has an on-off switch here, power port or charging port here. It's a little pin charger, and I believe it's a little 150 200 milliampere hour battery inside to power this. Other than that, it's a basic learn to fly quadcopter meant primarily for indoor flying because of this prop guard, although I am going to try to fly it outdoors. Let's go over its controller real quick. Looking at the controller, it's very basic. We have right button right here on the left. We have flip button on the upper right. And down at the bottom, we have headless mode, one key return, which you activate by pressing this button here or holding it down, I believe, for one key return. We'll find out here shortly what's the difference between the two. And this button on the left here is for spin. You press the button and it just rotates for a special effect. And we got roll and pitch trim right here. So very basic quadcopter, comes in a nice carrying case, easy to take with you. Mainly intended again as a learn to fly beginner's quadcopter. So this will be another stocking stuffer. Since I'm doing these stocking stuffers in December, I know it's getting late. You're probably not going to be able to get this by Christmas though, unfortunately, because the season is getting late. So the switch is on the left hand side, and the front has red lights, and the back has, let's see if you can see that, blue lights on the back, red lights on the front. So I started the quadcopter up, putting it on a flat level surface and pointing it to the north and turning on the transmitter. Now notice it does not have what do you call it, altitude hold. There is no center position. So this is a learn to fly manual quadcopter, which is cool in my opinion. So let's take it up, see how it performs. There it is up close, and we are in beginner rate right now. Taking it around. Now the first thing I want to do before we do anything further is turn off the give a little throttle and turn off the transmitter. Wait, there, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and that's what it does when it loses the transmitter. So we don't have flyway potential, and it gradually lowers itself. It just doesn't shut down, you know, so that's cool too. So turning on the transmitter again, taking to the air again. Actually, you know, one thing I want to do, I noticed I have a little bit of a backdrift, so let me do this and see if this calibrates the gyros. Okay, hopefully that would have calibrated the gyros to reduce that drift. So going back into the air again, next thing I want to try is the spin button. There's its spin. Just a little feature here, little added feature, little stunt. So okay, going back out into the sun so we can see it, and we're going to go to higher rate, second rate. And let's see if we can do a flip. It does flips. Go to third rate. We got third rate. This is its expert rate. Yaw or funnels. An expert rate. So yeah, another nice little pocket quadcopter, learn to fly quadcopter. This one from Dowellin. Easy, relatively easy to fly. Well, I'm not going to say that. Beginners are going to have to learn, and this is one to learn on. Now I'll tell you right now, you're going to have, if you're a beginner, you're probably going to have difficulty maintaining orientation because of the it all looks the same. You might want to put a little bit of color coding on there, like a color tape on the front, or I hate to say this, let's try the headless mode. With headless mode, there's no problem. They're back. That's always going to be forward. You know, the takeoff direction is always going to be forward, no matter what you do. So you can just spin it right. It makes it easier to fly, but a lot of people use that as a crutch. Let's go out and let's try the one key return. Going out about there and holding down the button. And there's just one key return. Going back out again. Trying one key return again. Pressing the one, holding down the headless mode button. And here's its headless, or one key return again. And remember, that's not a true return to home, folks. Let me come out of headless mode. All it does is fly the opposite direction the quadcopter was pointed when it first took off. So let's keep it up here close for the remainder of the flight so you can see it. And since this thing will gradually lower itself, I'm going upwind here. There's a little bit of wind. Let's take it up high, but upwind high. You can see it up there, I hope, folks. Let's see how... Oh, I'm pretty far out. Far out, man. I'm way up there. Okay, I'm going to stop here right now because let's drop it. I'm lowering the throttle. Here's it coming down. Applying throttle. We're trying to... it's in vortex ring state. So, cutting off the throttle will bring it back down. But boy, that was up there high. So, you can take this up high without any issues, apparently. Okay, the throttle's starting to get a little bit hard now. Do we got any blinking lights on this? No? So that means we got more flight time. Got another flip. Still got more flip on it. I'm surprised. Actually, not a bad little quadcopter. Let's get a thumbnail. With my thumbnail. Not a bad little quadcopter. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these little micros coming out lately. It's been a while since I've seen micros coming out. And I like micros. I think they're perfect for indoor flying. This one is perfect for indoor flying on those cold winter nights. Really. It's well protected. Let's bring it down and show you what I mean. Let's see if I can bump it. You know, imagine it bumping into lamps, chairs, whatever. You can't bring it down. Well, I'm sure you can bring it down, but you'll have a hard time. Okay, the lights are blinking now, so we got LVC warning. So its flight's almost over. Let's do the spin one more time. That's its automatic spin. Awel DWI. Coming out of that. And flying it back. And throttle's starting to get a little bit higher. I gotta give it a little more throttle, but it's still going. So yeah, not a bad little learn to fly quadcopter for beginners. I want to see what it does when its battery dies. That's why I'm running it continuously. Again, you can carry the charger cable with you, and if you got a power bank, you can charge this out in the field easily with this little 5-volt charger cable. And that's it. So that's the flight time. It dies there. So motor starts to go down. But that's the Dowellin DWI D1. Nice little quadcopter. Comes with a nice little carrying case. Very good little flyer. Great learn to fly machine. I would recommend it. So hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101. Signing out.